YTBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. I've calmed down, and I've calmed down a little bit, but I'm sending a message out to Holm. Now, Holm, you keep your head up, because Holm, let me tell you something right now. Nobody gave you a chance to beat Ronda Rousey. Nobody. But you stepped into the octagon, and you got in there, and you believed in yourself, and you did what nobody else could do. You defeated Ronda Rousey. You defeated her, and you knocked her out. You didn't just win on a decision. You knocked Ronda Rousey out. Dana White was never behind you from the get-go. The media was never behind you. They wouldn't even give you an interview. Too many of us, we complained about it, and you finally got the interview that you just deserved. You got idiots like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Clueless. You got those guys on TV, they won't even mention you because they knew that their little cheerleader, they knew that their little scapegoat lamb of Ronda Rousey, they hyped that train up, and that train fell off the tracks after you kicked her head square off her body. You keep your head up, Holm, because see, right now I know one thing about you. You got the heart of a champion. You got the heart of a champion, Ronda Rousey. You got the heart of a champion. And I'm going to tell you right now, Ronda, you got to get your wrestling game together. You got to learn how to wrestle. And I'm talking about not just wrestle. I'm talking about wrestle, submit, and win. That's the only part of your game that you're missing, Ronda. You're a complete fighter. You can't rely on jabs and kicks in MMA. It's just not going to happen. A loss was inevitable. It was inevitable because you were going to get somebody eventually, some point, sometime, somewhere, who was going to physically out-wrestle you. It was a matter of time. But Holm, you know now. Now you understand what your weakness is, and you got to go and you got to attack your weakness. You got to wrestle like no other, okay? You got to wrestle, and I mean wrestle, in every kind of position that you can be in. You got to start from your back, man. You got to figure out how to get out of wrestling holes from your back. And I tell you what, Miesha Tate is an honorable girl. She will give you a rematch, okay? And if she doesn't, she'll be the biggest coward in the sport of MMA, and that's just the way that is. But I can't see Miesha Tate not giving you the rematch that you deserve. I can't see that. She fought Ronda Rousey twice. She don't have any fear. She's not afraid of you. She's not afraid of Ronda. She's not afraid. So here's my thing to you, Holm. I know you're back in that gym right now. I know as I make this video, you're sitting in a gym. You're bleeding. You're sweating. Okay, you're in pain. You're sparring. You've been taking kicks to the kidneys. Okay, you've been taking kicks to the solar plexus. Okay, you've been working the mitts. You've been working the pass. You've been working the heavy bag. You have been doing everything to get yourself back in the title contention, and I admire it about you. But now, Holm, what you need to do, you have got to become a better wrestler, and that's just the way that is. You got to become a better wrestler because you were the stronger fighter. You're stronger, but you had no wrestling technique, and it showed up in that fight. In your next bout, don't be afraid. Go right back at Miesha Tate. Go right back at her. And you do what everybody thought that you couldn't do because you didn't have anybody on your side. Guys like me, we were on your side. From the jump, we rooted for you because we knew that Ronda Rousey was just an arrogant ass woman, okay, who took pleasure in hurting people. We knew this. We can't get around this. We all knew it. And when you won that victory, all of America lit up. Because ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead. The witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. You took Ronda Rousey out of there. You took her out. But now, Holm, you got to get your mind focused, and you have got to learn how to wrestle. You got to learn how to get up off your back. You got to learn how to get out of chokehold submissions. You had better be working on submission defense for a long time. And when you get back in that ring with Miesha Tate and you look her in the eye, you go in and you completely annihilate her because you got the heart of a champion. And that's just the way that is, Ronda. I keep calling you Ronda Rousey. Sorry about that. Holm. It's just the way it is. You go, you work, you bleed, you sweat, you do all of the above, and you dedicate yourself to your craft, not just kicking and striking. You dedicate yourself to wrestling. You get in there and you wrestle better than anybody. You wrestle every day until you have mastered the skill set of wrestling. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.